The plane ticket was a one-way promise, a silent contract with myself to leave behind everything familiar and step into a world I'd only imagined. I stared at the confirmation email, realizing I was leaving behind gray routines for a leap into the unknown. The comfort of predictability faded, replaced by a nervous excitement that buzzed in my chest. Vietnam was just a name and a handful of vibrant photos to me, but it called out with the promise of adventure. The images of emerald rice terraces and lantern-lit streets felt like an invitation to rewrite my story. My budget, $550 a month, seemed impossible to friends, but to me, it was freedom. It meant living simply, savoring every meal, and learning to find joy in the little things. Packing my life into a single backpack, I chose only what mattered: boots for mountains, a journal for stories, a photo of family. Each item was a piece of home and a promise to myself to keep moving forward. Stepping out of Hanoi's airport, the humid air and symphony of motorbikes hit me all at once. The city's energy was overwhelming, yet strangely welcoming. I felt both tiny and completely alive in the city's vibrant chaos. Every honk, every shout, every aroma was a reminder that I was truly here, living a new chapter. This wasn't just travel. It was a conscious choice to embrace uncertainty and become the main character in my own story. I was no longer a bystander. I was writing my own adventure, step by step. Vietnam, with its ancient traditions and affordable living, was my leap of faith. It was a place where I could reinvent myself, surrounded by history and possibility. Every day promised a lesson, every street a surprise, and every encounter a chance for connection. The city was a living classroom, and I was eager to learn. I was ready to trade comfort for meaning, one scooter ride at a time. In Vietnam, I wasn't just chasing a dream. I was building a new reality, fueled by curiosity and courage. Living on $550 a month in Vietnam isn't just possible. It's surprisingly comfortable and even a little luxurious in its own way. You don't have to sacrifice the things that matter most. My first home was a cozy studio in Hanoi's Old Quarter for just $150 a month. It had a tiny balcony where I grew fresh herbs, and every morning I'd look out over a maze of tangled rooftops, feeling like I was part of the city's heartbeat. Food was a dream. Pho for breakfast, cam binh dan for lunch, and street snacks in between, all for under $10 a day. Eating out became a daily ritual, not a rare treat. I bought a secondhand scooter for $250, joining the city's river of traffic and feeling the pulse of Hanoi with every ride. It gave me freedom to explore hidden corners in nearby towns. Evenings meant via Hoi on plastic stools, 50-cent beers, and stories with locals and fellow travelers. The nightlife was simple but full of laughter and connection. Free entertainment was everywhere. Lakes to stroll around, bustling markets to wander, ancient temples to explore. My budget broke down to $150 for rent, $200 for food, $50 for utilities and internet, and $150 for fun, travel, and the occasional weekend adventure to the countryside or the coast. It wasn't about restriction, but about making smart choices, prioritizing experiences, friendships, and memories over things. I learned to live with less, but enjoy so much more. I discovered that a simple room could feel like a kingdom, and a small budget could buy a truly rich life filled with meaning. Every dollar stretched further, teaching me the value of connection, adventure, and the beauty of slowing down. Vietnam turned financial limits into a kind of freedom I'd never known before. I found joy in simplicity and abundance in every ordinary day, from morning coffee to evening walks. It's a lesson in financial freedom, gratitude, and living fully that I'll never forget. From day one, the warmth of the Vietnamese people amazed me. Lost in Hanoi's maze, an elderly woman guided me back to safety with only smiles and gestures. Kindness is everywhere. A street vendor's extra spring roll, Strangers inviting you to watch sidewalk games. People are genuinely curious, eager to share their country and stories. Hospitality is woven into daily life, rooted in resilience and optimism. I was often invited for tea or meals, treated as an honored guest, not a stranger. This openness made Vietnam feel like home, especially for solo travelers. There's a sense of safety and community, a collective responsibility that's rare elsewhere. The real treasure of Vietnam is this human connection, felt in every smile and helping hand. It's the embrace of a culture that welcomes you as one of its own. The friendships I formed, especially with local women, were transformative. Far from shy, Vietnamese women are strong, ambitious, and curious about the world. Many saw my solo journey as inspiration, eager to share dreams and learn from each other. My friend Lynn, a university student, introduced me to hidden cafes and youth culture, showing me a modern Vietnam. There's a genuine openness to connect, built on respect and shared curiosity. Relationships, platonic or romantic, thrive on mutual understanding and cultural appreciation. The key is always respect, learning, listening, and valuing each other as equals. In Vietnam, real connections are built on kindness and a willingness to see through another's eyes. To know Vietnam, you have to taste it. My journey began with pho bo on Hanoi sidewalks. Rich broth, fresh herbs, pure comfort. Every region offered new flavors. Bun cha in Hanoi, cha ca lam vong, and the unique cao lao in Hoi An. Street food was everywhere. Banh mi for $1, fresh and fried spring rolls, each bite a fusion of history and culture. Food here is communal. Meals are shared, stories exchanged, and laughter flows freely. I was often invited to family dinners, discovering home-cooked dishes you won't find in restaurants. Eating in Vietnam is about more than flavor. It's about connection and generosity. Every meal was a lesson in culture and community. Food became my bridge to understanding and belonging. Tasting Vietnam meant experiencing its heart, one delicious bite at a time. It's a universal language that brings everyone together. Vietnam's true soul is found in its breathtaking landscapes. My scooter took me from Hanoi's chaos to Ha Giang's mountain passes and terraced rice paddies. In Ninh Binh, I drifted past limestone cliffs and hidden valleys, feeling like I'd entered a myth. Exploring Paradise Cave in Phong Nha humbled me with nature's artistry. Hoi An's lantern-lit streets and riverside wishes offered peace and reflection. From Sapa's misty mountains to Phu Quoc's beaches, Vietnam's diversity amazed me. Travel was affordable, sleeper buses, trains, and endless back roads to explore. The best adventures happened off the tourist trail, getting a little lost and finding magic. Vietnam invites you to go beyond the obvious to discover its hidden wonders. The real magic is in the journey itself. Living in Vietnam wasn't always easy. The language barrier turned daily tasks into games of charades, and cultural differences tested my patience. Traffic was chaotic, bureaucracy confusing, and sometimes I felt the weight of being an outsider. But every challenge taught me resilience, adaptability, and humor. I learned to let go of control and find joy in the chaos. These struggles made every connection and small victory sweeter. Living abroad isn't a vacation, it's real life, with ups and downs. The difficulties made the experience more real, more human, and ultimately more rewarding. The smallest moments left the biggest marks. A cafe owner's free ginger tea on a rainy day, a family fixing my scooter in the countryside. These acts of kindness defined my journey. Home became a feeling, being recognized by my po lady, laughing with friends in my tiny kitchen, watching city lights from my balcony. These moments wove together the tapestry of my experience. Adventure isn't always about grand sights, it's about being open to daily grace. I found family in strangers and built a home in a once foreign place. These memories inspire me still, reminding me of the beauty of an open heart. They are the true souvenirs of travel. I began with a small budget and a big dream, unsure of where the road would take me or what I might discover along the way. Yet, as I ventured out, I found a life richer and more colorful than I ever could have imagined, filled with moments of joy and unexpected beauty. You don't need much money, just courage, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Sometimes all it takes is a single leap of faith to open up a world of possibilities. My story isn't unique. More and more people are choosing experience over possessions, seeking connection and meaning in new places, and discovering that paradise can be found even on a modest budget. If you dream of travel, if you long for adventure or a change of scenery, don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back from exploring what's out there. Start small, save what you can, and research a place that truly calls to your heart, no matter how far away it seems. The world is bigger, kinder, and more welcoming than you might think, full of people ready to share their stories. The hardest step is always the first, but it's also the one that changes everything. That first step leads to the most rewarding experiences. Your adventure is waiting just beyond your comfort zone. By sharing my story, I hope to spark your own journey and inspire you to take that leap. Every time you engage, you join a community that believes in travel's power to change lives and open minds. So, look at a map, pick a place, start dreaming, and let your imagination wander. When you're ready, take that first step. Get lost, try new food, talk to strangers, and collect stories of your own. Build your own life of adventure, one step at a time. The world is waiting for you to explore it. Go find your place in it and let your journey begin.